Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to another trading session. It is Friday, so end of the week. I hope you're doing well. I hope your week went well as well. So today it's the last day of the week. We might have some action or not, but yeah, let's get straight into the charts and let's see what we can eventually expect from today's action. Well, yesterday we had it seems like a terrible day for a lot of people. Yeah, like I was saying, it seems like it was a terrible day for a lot of people. I just saw some other traders saying that it might be one of the worst day of the year for them. But yeah, we didn't play anything yesterday. As you can see here, we kind of was expecting London low, Asia low, but we also were expecting an inversion here after liquidity taken here at London lows and Asia lows, but it never came. So price went down, straight down into this N walk, and today we have price stuck in between two PD arrays, two hourly PD arrays, as you can see here. So we have a bearish fair value gap right here, right next to Asia highs and London highs. And here down below, we have a bullish fair value gap. So price opened right here in between them, midnight open. It kind of opened at 8:30 as well here, in between them as well. And 9:30, as you can see here, 9:30 is also opening right next to 8:30. So we have a lot of these opens are quite stacked to each other. We have some relative equal highs here above, which I believe we will take out as soon as the market opens. So we kind of open right now, and I believe we will head to the upside, trying to take out these relative equal highs. We could have taken a long position already, but yeah, as you know, I don't like to trade. I don't like to trade the open right away, so I'm kind of probably waiting for 950 as well, because we don't have any sort of news today. It's a calm and no news Friday. So I think it's better to wait for a delivery inside a macro than to try to do anything before it. So price already took out these relative equal highs here, as you can see. Here down below, we have the opening range gap. So price came right away to 25% of the opening range gap here. We took out some buy side liquidity here with these relative equal highs. This is buy side liquidity referring to the regular trading session. So I will mark this out. We have another spot here right above this bearish PD array, which I will mark next. There we go. So here it is. And right now, I'm probably expecting a move higher towards all-time highs, since we have the sell side of the curve, and we will probably dig into the buy side of the curve. This is a typical movement after taking out some liquidity here below. we will probably leave the previous day low intact and move towards new highs. So this is what I'm expecting here. I don't know if it will happen. We need to see if NQ will play the same game plan here, since it's kind of weak here. If you look into NQ already took out, ES already took out Asia high and London highs, but NQ didn't. So ES kind of a bit stronger than NQ. So let's see. I hope you're doing well. I hope yesterday was kind of a hard day, so I hope you didn't force anything. It was kind of a tough day because everybody was probably trying to play the all-time high narrative. But yeah, price didn't give us the narrative that we wanted, so I believe a lot of people got hurt with that. So yeah, it is what it is. We just have to keep in mind that sometimes the trading session does not allow us to make money, or yeah, it will probably not engage with what we think, and yeah, sometimes it is what it is. You just have to accept that. So right now, first presented fair value gap is right here. It's the 931 candle. So let's see if we will have some measure of support here inside the first presented fair value gap here. I believe so. Since NQ needs to take out some of these highs, YM is already moving to the upside as well. I just want to NQ push. And I'm back. So yeah, price is pushing higher, just moving higher here. A lot of strength right before the macro. Seems like price is in a rush to give us more buy side liquidity. Yeah, so far a nice move towards buy side liquidity here on a regular trading session. So we just had this pullback here into the first presented fair value gap, and price is heading towards previous day high. Very strong price action here. So at this point, buy side liquidity has been taken here as well, here, but honestly, I'm expecting a move higher towards these all-time highs. Let me just check here. This last leg here. So implied fib. Yeah. Or eventually this one right here. Yeah, it seems like we will respect this projection here, this last move down here on after London close. So yeah, at this point, buy side liquidity has been taken on ES, same on NQ, and now let's see if this move to the upside will maintain itself, or if it will just start to move lower. I don't believe we will. I believe we will still move to the upside. Yeah, we need to see a move probably to equilibrium. I would like to see price coming down here and supporting around the midpoint of this fair value gap. Let's see if we will have any sort of retrace here that we can eventually take. That would be interesting to see. A retrace inside a macro. But it can happen that price will just gravitate towards previous day high without giving us any chance to interact with it. That would be a shame, but yeah, it can happen. So price, once again, respecting the bullishness. First presented fair value gap acting as support here. Very clean action. Let me just take a look at YM. Yeah, same thing here. MNQ. Same. Just let me check the regular trading session. Yeah, it almost did 100% of the opening range gap. Well, in order to engage with this bullish price action, I would like to see price coming down a little bit more. I don't know if it will, but I would like to see it coming down probably at the midpoint of of this fair value gap. That would be interesting to see. But since price is in a rush to get into all-time highs, it might probably not deliver what we want. It is supporting right now here at the top of this bearish fair value gap, so it's kind of inverting. I cannot take any longs here because otherwise I would have to have a large stop loss. But so far the narrative is getting into place. See, there we go. Moving towards previous day high and all-time highs here. So once again, price is in a rush to get into previous day high and all-time highs as well. So bias and narrative was kind of on spot, but yeah, we had no opportunity to engage with it, unfortunately. Yeah, straight move to the upside here. That's a shame because we were expecting a clean move to the upside, but not that quick and not that fast. And here I really wish price came a little bit lower eventually to the midpoint of this bearish fair value gap. That would give me the confirmation that we are bullish. So now let's see if we can get some sort of a retrace before heading to previous day high, or if price will just continue moving to the upside. At this point, NQ already took out previous day high. It kind of left behind the all-time high, but previous day high is taken. And let's see how ES will manage this. At this point, we have an SMT in between ES and NQ. Price is now displacing heavily to the downside. Inside the macro, nice displacement here. So price is coming towards the midpoint of this fair value gap. Let's just see if we kind of start to respect these bearish PD arrays. We have a bearish breaker here as well. Nice displacement. So seems like price will now head lower. We have a bearish PD array here being respected. At this point, I don't want to see the first presented fair value gap to act as a support. Let me just check what's happening with YM. Yeah, same thing here. Price came down here towards the order block. Now let's see if we manage to stay above the midpoint of this bearish fair value gap, or if we kind of push towards lower prices. Rejection here at the midpoint. But we have a 10 a.m. news folder as well, so I might be probably waiting for it. Because usually this 10 a.m. folder news can be quite volatile, so I will rather wait for it before heading into any trade. But so far, it seems like a bearish scenario is in place. We'll wait a bit more until 10 a.m. So we still have 4 minutes before the news driver. So far, the first presented fair value gap is kind of holding. But as you can see here, price is struggling to get above the first quarter of this bearish fair value gap. So I prefer to wait 4 minutes more. It will not hurt anybody. On the regular trading hours, we have some lows here. The previous day low. But yeah, I will see if we will just retrace here, if this was just a manipulation lower, to gather more liquidity. Three minutes more. Let me just check YM just to see what is it doing. So nice recovery here from the first presented fair value gap. ES pushing, NQ pushing as well. So let's see if we will have a retest here of the breaker, or if we will push above the breaker. So if we really push above the breaker, then previous day high and all-time highs will be next. But if we stay below it, we will probably see lower prices, since we form some sort of relative equal lows here down below as well. So we touch on the fair value gap here. We have 1 minute before the news driver. Yeah, it seems like price is trying to get above it. Let's just see. So 10 a.m. news. This is the candle. We touched the breaker. We are kind of not closing above it. Nice rejection from the breaker, and it seems like we will head lower here. Nice displacement. Damn. Was not expecting a harsh displacement like this. So right now we have 9:30 open, 8:30 open, and midnight open to act as support on price. Yeah, so far the first presented fair value gap is kind of holding here. Another bearish fair value gap as well. So the first one got respected. The bearish breaker got respected. So I presume we will head lower. I just don't like to short inside the first presented fair value gap and having these opens right below. I really don't like it. Let me just check the regular trading session. Yeah, the 25% is being respected here. Let's just see what YM is doing here. Yeah, and we are heading We are heading south here, I guess. Just let me see where price is now. So implied fib. Yeah, it kind of stopped. It's really respecting. But this is a huge stop loss here. I just don't like how big this stop loss needs to be. Another drive higher. Price stopped at the first quarter of this bearish fair value gap. Let's see if it will respect this bearish fair value gap or if it will just try to invert it. Yeah, seems like we got the push to the upside. First presented fair value gap acting as support once again. The price really playing with us these first couple of minutes. Let me take a look at YM just to have an idea about what price is doing. Seems like it is pushing towards new highs. But I don't like how price just stopped here below this fair value gap. We kind of inverted this one. Let's just see. Yeah, so far we have a strange opening. Price is still playing above the first presented fair value gap, so we should be bullish. And my bias was towards previous day high and all-time highs. But we are kind of stuck inside this bearish fair value gap here. We'll take this one out. Yeah, we are respecting this one. But on a 15-minute, it seems like we are bullish. At this point, if I had to open a long position, yeah, I would have to accept something like this. Well, this is a tricky open here. See, price is not able to go below this fair value gap here, not even the breaker. It's kind of stuck in between the first presented fair value gap and this bearish fair value gap. So I guess this one is being reclaimed as a bearish one. And now let's see if price wants to go lower. But for price to go lower, I needed to see below the first presented fair value gap, honestly. See how price did not close above this quarter of the 1 hour fair value gap, the midpoint, and now we need to see it not closing above this quarter as well. We'll just drag this a little bit here. Okay. So the 15-minute time frame, if you look into the 15-minute time frame, a new candle just opened. Now let's see if it will shoot to the upside, or because right below us we have a 15-minute fair value gap, a new one. It's basically, yeah, it's basically the first presented fair value gap. Yeah, so no bullish PD arrays are being respected right now. Just the first presented. First presented being disrespected. Price crossing the opens as well. Yeah, we are still crossing here the opens. Back to the first presented fair value gap. Let's see if we got a chance to engage with any shorts, but I'm honestly not sure about it. Let's just see. We are kind of disrespecting. Oops, I just messed it up. Yeah. I was trying. What did I do? Yeah, I kind of messed it up here. I misclicked it. I was trying to engage with sells, but I engaged with longs. Let's see. I want to see the first presented fair value gap to fail as the support. I want to see price close below it. Yeah, not looking good here. Yeah, not liking this. Not liking this at all. Yeah, we'll close this. So minor loss here, but I really don't like this price action. I think I will wait a bit more. Really not liking this price action, honestly. Yeah, I will have to wait. Not like it. I don't like it, honestly. We have another fair value gap here, a bearish one. Bearish PD arrays are being respected, but price is kind of it's kind of hard because we are next to the first presented fair value gap, the opens. So I believe everything here is kind of messy here. It's pushing once again to the upside. But honestly, it's having a hard time to get above the first presented fair value gap. But midnight open really acted as support here. So price pushing really hard now. Very choppy price action today. Yeah, so far a small loss in a choppy price action. Let me just check. This is the 930. Yeah, 930 low. Yeah, we took this sell side liquidity and now it seems like we are prepared to move to the upside, I believe. Yeah, so far we kind of inverted this fair value gap here. We are inverting this one as well. But price is really choppy here, as you can see. Yeah, back to the first presented fair value gap. And this is some choppy action here. Another move here at the first presented fair value gap. Well, just waiting. Just waiting. Let me just check what YM is doing here. Yeah, I left some relative equal lows behind. I don't know. Seems like some tricky action here. Not easy. Not easy today. Not easy. Small loss, so a 0.5 R loss. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. So far, the first presented fair value gap is acting as support here, not allowing price to get below. We kind of rejected as soon as we touched the open, midnight open. But yeah, it seems like price kind of stopped here. Really not liking this price action. And price falling down once again towards the open. Let's see if it can eventually close below the first presented fair value gap. Nice reaction from the first presented fair value gap here. back to this bearish PD array. So price is kind of stuck here. And these conditions are quite impossible to trade, honestly. Yeah, these conditions are kind of hard. Well, really bad trading conditions so far. So the macro delivered lower with this displacement here, but it was a high resistance, so it was kind of hard to catch anything. And now we are just waiting for the next macro, so 1050, just to see if we can eventually mitigate some of these losses. So 1050 to 1110. Yeah, once again, trying to get below the first presented fair value gap. But I will not try to short this time. I will just wait for it to give me something better to work with. But this is a clear high resistance, as you can see here. Well, so far there's nothing we can do besides observing. Um, it's kind of it kind of sucks because we we opened the short position here, and in a minute right after we closed it. But I'm glad I closed it, honestly. Otherwise, I would have been stopped out in a larger um, loss. But yeah, so far prices kind of doing nothing here. See, just a back and forth action. Was not expecting this, honestly. But I guess my main issue was selling right at the opens. And whenever I do this, I usually tend to get hurt. So I have to remind myself not to do it. But yeah, this is really bad price action here. Even with the news, even with the news, we didn't do a lot. I really misclicked the first the first position. I should have stayed that way. It should have stayed that way, honestly, because yeah, it was along somewhere around here. So, but that was not what I had the intention to do. So I had to close it and eventually wait, not wait. I didn't wait, but I had to close it and switch my position to a short, but it didn't deliver, unfortunately. So we are kind of a 0.5 R in loss. But yeah, so far this price action is kind of a no-no for me. And that's unfortunate because I should have waited a bit more. My camera keeps turning off. I don't know why. So 1050 is approaching. Let's see if we will have the final leg to all-time highs. Hmm. Price not giving us anything interesting, honestly. It's just going back and forth here. Let me just check what NQ did here at the lows. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, it seems like price is doing nothing today. I will probably have to accept this small loss here. Um, but yeah, yeah. Once again, price not able to get above this midpoint of this bearish fair value gap here. And it's kind of stuck here in between the first presented fair value gap and this bearish one. So it's kind of frustrating to see this on a Friday. We are inside a macro now. So not even the macro delivered anything. So it's really a tough day. I'm not forcing anything. If I had to, if I have to close my day like this, I will definitely close it because I don't want to add more drawdown to the account. But yeah, no, I was not expecting a day like this. I mean, there was a possibility um, that could happen because when we opened, we was price was stuck in between a bullish and bearish PD array on the hourly time frame. But yeah, I never thought that we would leave previous day high and all time highs this close and then displace lower, not giving us follow through. Uh, yeah, this was somehow a strange day. Price inside a macro. But yeah, it likes some follow through here, some energy. It really seems like it wants to push, but I see no signs of it, especially on NQ. NQ is not giving me good vibes. I will wait 3 minutes more because in 3 minutes we will have another hourly candle. So I might wait for it. But if this doesn't give me anything, I will probably end the stream here and end my trading session because this is very frustrating to watch. Price like this is very frustrating. See what's going on here? God damn it. Well, I don't even know what's happening right now, but this is crazy. Well, this was a 40 handle move, just like this. Don't even know what's going on. I'm glad I did not engage with it here, trying to long the market. My intention was to short it, but yeah, I guess I guess my main bias was correct, but This is impossible to engage with. I'm just watching it now. Damn. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on here. Look at this. It's not stopping. This is crazy. Well, this is a sign to stay away from it, so damn. Look at this. Jesus. Well, we did a 1% down in about 4 minutes. It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. This is damn crazy. Does anyone know what's going on? Because I have no idea. Well, it keeps going. This was something. Yeah, unfortunately I got stopped out here on the short, but I guess the short idea was correct. But yeah, there's no way we can engage with this inside the macro. Yeah, we were expecting something inside a macro, but not this crazy. God damn it. So let me just check where it is my end. Jesus. But look how we left these relative equal highs here. It might be used for later action. Well, I'm really happy that I just took a 0.5 R loss because with a movement like this, if you had any any long open, or yeah, you could probably get some slippage. You would have been slippaged, and yeah, I don't even know what to say. Well, it seems like previous week's low will try to be reached. Yeah, it's possible. I guess this is the previous day week's low. Yeah, the 1st of October. Yes, it is. I guess price will try to reach it. But yeah, it's impossible to do anything in these types of conditions. Um, we have 20 handle candles, so it's out of our league right now, unless we want to open just a micro. So yeah, I haven't seen something like this in a way in a long time. And yeah, I'm glad I did not interact with any longs here. Otherwise, slippage would have caught me. Let me just check the 15 seconds just to see what it is doing. Yeah, but I don't believe there's any possibility to engage with anything after this flush. Rejection at the midpoint on the 15-second, rejection at the bearish fair value gap here. So boom to the downside, I believe. Let me just check how this looks at on the weekly. Yeah, we went for the weekly order block directly. On the daily, we went for, I don't believe this is 25% of the wick, but let me just check. So yeah, we still have some more to go just to reach 25% of the wick. But yeah, this is crazy, guys. This was really crazy. Damn. So in a matter of seconds, in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, we had a, let me just measure it from top to bottom. We had a 1.20 percent down. So, and it will follow through to the downside even more, I guess. So the 15-second projected midpoint, it respected this fair value gap here as well. So yeah, I believe we will go lower. But these candles are, yeah, they are massive right now. Even these small candles, they are very big. This is a 20 handle range, so it's impossible for us to do anything in these types of conditions. So yeah, I will not recoup the small loss. It's impossible. Yeah, I'm reading now that a new tariffs for China products are in place. That's why this happened. Goddamn Trump. Why do you do such things? Yeah, I'm just watching it, and it's about tariffs. Trump really made something once again. Yeah, it seems like Trump would have a meeting with the Chinese president. Um, but some letters came out with some hostile words. I don't know what those letters say. Yeah, and Trump just canceled the meeting, and yeah, he canceled the meeting, and he is threatening to change some tariffs as well. So that's why this happened. So yeah, guys, welcome to 2025. 2025. It's been a crazy year. Yeah. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do here. So I might end the stream, and yeah. Monday, there will be more. Small loss today, despite being short here, as you can see. Well, the first, if we put it on a 15-second, you can see it in a better way. So I kind of misclicked here, and I was kind of shorting the market with a retest on the first presented fair value gap, but I misclicked, and yeah, I clicked on on the buy, on the long button, closed it right away, and opened the short position, and then I kind of closed it manually as soon as I saw price heading towards these bearish fair value gaps here. But yeah, my intention was to short the market. I was not expecting it to do such thing, but I guess it happened for a reason, and the reason is Trump really did us bad today. So yeah, now there's no chance we can mitigate the loss, because these candles are too big for us. There's a lot of volatility right now, so I can't play these markets the way they are unless I go with a micro. But yeah, I will not do it, and we'll just stay away from this mess. It can be tricky today. So today, in the next couple of days. So if you're trying to do something today, yeah, just try to stay away from it. Otherwise, you will probably end up with some losses. I'm sorry, but my camera is going nuts today as well, so I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, try to stay away from it right now, because the market has to digest these types of news. And yeah, don't try to do anything. It is what it is. We could have done better, but it is what it is, guys. So keep that in mind, and yeah, stay safe, and see you Monday. Okay. See you later. Have a great weekend, and thank you. Bye.